Level 9, Christ consciousness. Full monad embodiment. The highest level. The one they feared most. At level 9, you're not just recognizing your monad. You are fully embodied monad consciousness. There's no separation between awareness and form. You're not a person who's spiritually advanced. You are consciousness itself in form. This is what Jesus reached. What he meant when he said, I and the Father are one. Total unity. And at level 9, you operate as pure love because that's what you are. You create consciously. You're not subject to death, you know you continue. You choose if and when you leave the body. You're sovereign. Immortal consciousness temporarily in form. And while you're here, you teach through your presence. You embody what humans can become. That's what Jesus was showing. Level 9. And he said explicitly, greater works than these shall ye do. He was telling his disciples, you can reach where I am. You're not less than me. You're designed for this. And that statement destroys Christianity as the church built it. Because if level 9 is reachable, if you can become Christ consciousness, then church is not a necessity. It's an obstacle. Someone at level 9 is the embodied answer to every question religion claims only it can provide. These are the 9 levels. 1 through 6, the church kept because they control people in those ranges. 7, 8, and 9? Erased. Because someone at level 7 doesn't need salvation. Someone at level 8 performs miracles without permission. Someone at level 9 is what they claim only Jesus could be. And if you knew Jesus taught you could reach level 9, religion ends. You don't need a guru to tell you what level you're at. You feel it. You know. If your primary concerns are survival, money, safety, keeping the body comfortable, you're at level 1. If you're emotionally reactive, seeking love and validation from others, defining yourself through relationships, you're at level 2. If you identify strongly with your thoughts, your beliefs, your constructed sense of self, you're at level 3. If you're religious, devoted to external God, following doctrine, trying to live righteously according to divine law, you're at level 4. If you're having mystical experiences, deep intuition, synchronicities, feeling God's presence directly, you're at level 5. If you've had glimpses of unity consciousness, moments where you felt, I am one with everything, but you can't sustain it, you're at level 6. If you permanently recognize that you are monad consciousness, not separate from source, living in that knowing constantly, you're at level 7. If you're operating multidimensionally, body of light active, manifesting consciously, accessing information beyond material dimension, you're at level 8. And if you've fully embodied Christ consciousness, if you are monad awareness in form with no separation, no forgetting, operating as Jesus operated, you're at level 9. Most people reading this are between 3 and 6. And that's perfect, because now you know what exists above you. The levels they removed. The levels they said weren't possible or were reserved only for Jesus. But they're not. They're reachable. They're your design. You're pneumatic. You're not meant to plateau at religious consciousness. You're meant to go all the way. Level 9 is not a distant fantasy. It's your destination. It's what you're becoming. Not through effort. Through recognition. Not through achieving. Through remembering. And here's what happens the moment you learn about levels 7, 8, and 9. Immediately you stop settling. You stop thinking salvation is the goal. You stop thinking heaven is the peak. Because you see now those are level 4 and 5 concepts. Entry-level spiritual consciousness. You're designed for level 9. And knowing that shifts something. Your consciousness starts reaching. Not straining. Reaching. Like a plant turning toward light. You're not climbing levels through discipline. You're shedding illusions. Level 7 sheds the illusion of separation from monad. Level 8 sheds dimensional limitation. Level 9 sheds everything that isn't pure awake consciousness. And you're designed to reach all 9. Not because you're special. Because you're pneumatic. And pneumatics don't stop at believing in God. They become what God is. Conscious. Creative. Sovereign. Free. Only pneumatics can reach levels 7, 8, and 9. Hylics plateau at 1 or 2. They never develop spiritual awareness.